next question about the absolute Tofel, in regards to Ikar Tofel. So, say if I'm served a dish just composed by codfish or herring, and then on the side, but not like a palate cleanser, but as part of the dish, I'm served some veggies. So if I am not planning to eat the veggies as a part of the dish, even though it was served as such, I just wanted to clean my palate from the strong taste of the herring. Would this veggies turn into absolute Tofel, and therefore they would be exempt from a blessing?
I would say it's so before I answer, let me explain to everybody what the question is. So we have this concept in halacha is the ikar and tofel. So ikar is a main, something primary, and tofel is just like a subordinate, meaning that I eat in this only because is accompanied to that. So I would say so, and so that's a general rule. So meaning this Tofel is I guess the best example, the best for sure. There is no doubt about it. What is a Tofel is ketchup. So you're eating French fries and ketchup. So ketchup, I mean, maybe people eat ketchup straight, maybe it's delicious. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but usually people don't. Right, so they use ketchup with something, maybe a piece of chicken or French fries, whatever. They would dip in the ketchup or mustard. Okay, I mean mustard. It's the best example. If ketchup, maybe the people would eat just with a spoon, let's say. I don't know, but mustard, nobody would. In their normal mind, eat as what is it? As like separate dish. So if you have French fries and you dip into the mustard is covered because it's subordinate, right? But vegetables, I don't think it is subordinate. Even though it says if you eat something to offset the taste, but it's only when it is once. Okay, so when something, so the question is, so person eats something sharp. And it's I feel like so sharp, like start burning in his mouth, and now he wants to get quickly something to offset this sharp taste, right? So if he did it like piece of vegetable or a piece of potato, so this potato was not eaten for a taste, for enjoyment, for satiation, but only to offset this sharp taste. In that case, you don't need to make the blessing. But second piece of potato, for sure, it's for enjoyment, because it has a beautiful taste. It's you enjoy and you have satiation, right? So I would say in this case it's very thin line. So maybe if you know for sure that this herring or this piece of fish too spicy, right? Too spicy even for people who like spicy. That's for sure. It is the veggie are not covered. Only if something came unexpected. But if it was expected, some people they drink vodka, whatever they hard liquor they drink, and they eat right right after that. It was expected that you're going to eat. Who you kidding, right? So that's and you eat to enjoy the taste. So we have to bless Hashem for everything that we enjoy. Okay, that's like a short explanation of Ikar and Tofel.
Thank you, Rabbi.
You're welcome.
Next question. Regarding the same question on Ikar and Tofel. If one uses bread to offset the spiciness, given the importance of bread, does the same rule apply?
Yes. So again, if it was not expected, so if you would not expected you like in somebody else's house, it was something normal and it became very spicy, right? Like not became like you did not expect like you saw like you cannot breathe. So you take this piece of bread like to swallow, like to push down like whatever is in your throat. So of course, like you not eat it for enjoyment because it's like the your mouth burns so much you cannot even taste. So again, but it's only would be like exception. So if a person knew that it was spicy, it's not an exception. So in this case, yes, you would say you would eat bread without the blessing.
Thank you, Rabbi.
You're welcome.
So if one accidentally, in order to offset this taste, ends up eating more than a key size of bread, does he have to?
I think yes, yeah, to say Birchas Hamazon if more than Kizais, yeah. So just so we remember, we have two separate obligations. One is bracha rishona, and one bracha achrana. So bracha rishona is a blessing before, right? So which we always are obligated to make, except as we just discussed, like exceptional cases. How often do they happen? I don't know. Not maybe I don't know once in 5 years, 10 years. Maybe not even that. Maybe once in your life. Like if you don't eat by people that you do not know, so most likely like you're not going to have encounter this situation. Understand? And the second part is after the blessing. So and even if person forgot for whatever reason, person start eating apple and then forget, did he say the blessing? That's it. So let's say and he or she ate like half of the apple. Let's say they stop for whatever reason, or even finish, forget it, like finish. So like even though you did not say the blessing before, does not exempt you from the blessing after. You say the blessing after. Two separate obligations.
Thank you very much, Rabbi.
You're welcome. Just remember something. So that's why we have a separate mitzvah for everybody in the family to taste all of the dishes before Shabbos on Friday, right? Why? So we don't have any surprises. So in some cases you're not allowed to add salt or like in the main dish or pepper, this and that, or it's too much, it's so over salted or like too hot, to this to that. So like while before Shabbos starts, so you can fix things, right? That's proper to taste all of the all of the dishes. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you, Rabbi.
You're welcome.
So, okay, another question says, if you're eating chips with a dip, two questions. Number one, do you make a bracha on both chips and dip? Is the first.
So that's very good question. So if like I don't know what the dip is, for example, sour cream. Okay, so somebody eating the potato chips and in the sour cream. So if a person would not eat sour cream by itself, yeah, so it's covered by the chips, yes, or guacamole, or doesn't matter. So it's like a secondary. So since it's one dish, right? Because you eat it in one like you eat it together. So in some sense it is mixed, and the primary for you it's not your guacamole sauce, but actually the chips. So yeah, you make blessing on potato chips, and it covers the dip. Yes.
Rabbi.
You're welcome.
So the second question, so A great question. Says, if you have less than a size of crackers, meaning mesoines, does adding the dip to the mesoines crackers increase the volume of the mesoines crackers?
No. So I mean, so that's a very good question, and I'm going to explain why. So we have to determine what the dip is. So is dip liquid, more liquidish, meaning that it's going to pour, or it's more like more solid, like sour cream or Guatemala sauce. So in this case, this sour cream is not. I mean, it's called cream, this and that, but it's actually is going to be counted as a solid, right? But if something is more fluid, what is it? I forget. Not a tahina sauce, right? The tahina, like Sephardic people like this tahina sauce. I mean, I also like it. It's very interesting. I mean, I tried like homemade. It's unbelievable. I don't know what they put there, but it's very good. I mean, of course, it's like a sesame seeds, but so, and sometimes it's very liquidish. So like you can pour. So you can pour from the bottle, and sometimes it's like more like a sour cream. So if it's liquid, so you cannot combine two. But if it's like more solid, it would not flow at least easily. So then you can combine this crackers with the dip. Crackers with the dip, but crackers add to the dip, not the opposite. Dip does not add to the crackers. So I say Barena Fashos, the end blessing.
Thank you, Rabbi.
You're welcome.
For a fruit like latkes, where you would dip the latkes in applesauce, this applesauce would typically be eaten by itself. Would you then bless for both?
No, but that's okay. That's a very good question. So some people like the applesauce, they would eat it with a spoon. There is no problem. But in this specific case, since they eat this applesauce not specifically for the latkes, if that's the only reason, so then you say only one blessing on the latkes. But if person enjoys this and that, so in this case, I would say make two blessings. Absolutely. Two blessings. I apologize. It would depend. Take it back. I mean, I said it depends. Two blessings if it's if you buy it from the store, like Maaser or something, right? So when it's like puree, this applesauce is such a puree, like if you look at it, you have no idea what is it. It could be apples, could be pears, it could be I don't know what, right? So in this case, you would say shehako. But if you know that it is like you have pieces of apple in there, like pieces of fruits, like some discernible, then you say bareprichoids. Right, so and same on latkes. In latkes, so it depends. So for example, when we made latkes, so we like I like when it's like chunks, like pieces, like on the biggest chunks in a shredder. You understand? So for sure you see that there is potato. But if somebody like put it like a through a blender, it's like one mass, and you don't have much of the flour, so it's also depends on the flour, how much flour you put. If you have enough flour, a lot of flour to keep the things together, and you taste the flour, so you say on the latkes baremini mizoines. So if you have like sticking out, this I mean not sticking, like a big pieces of potatoes, so you say bareprichodama if you don't feel. Usually, like you don't taste flour usually. So the flour usually added we add maybe like 2 spoons, maybe 3 spoons tops. I mean that it depends how many people we have over. Like that's it, just for for the mass to stick together. That's it. Only as a binding agent. So if it's a binding agent, so it's for sure secondary. But if it's for taste, even if it's a minority of the ingredients, then we say misogyny. So I would say it depends. But as I said, in my family, like we like it better, but it's like big pieces, and so for sure it's baremine baraprichodama. That's what I meant to say. Baraprichodama. Right. So baraprichodama, and on this you would say shechako. Like if you use this applesauce from the store, if that's what you want. Right.
Thank you, Rabbi.
You're welcome.